Welcome into the original father-son voiceover podcast studios. I'm joined with my dad, Todd, my brother, John. John works for VO Marketing Pro, which is a business that he and some of us brothers, with the help of dad, created. So anyway, we will get into our numbers and VOMP's numbers right away. So Johnny, as always, why don't you start us off?
You bet.
And I'll bat second and Dad will bat third.
You bet. Okay, so 47 warm responses, 18 auditions, and 9 jobs reported. Mike Stout, Noel Romano, Kimberly Young with a recurring client, Adrian Flores. So that's 4.
4, yep.
And then you got 2.
Me?
Right?
Just 1.
Just 1. Sorry, 8.
Sorry.
Take that back.
I
Redact
wish.
that. Nope,
I wish
my
I
bad.
had 2.
8 then. So Hudson plus 1, and then Dad times 3 new clients. So that should equal 7. Or sorry, 8. Woo. Okay, 8.
Doing math on air is not...
Confirming 8.
If anybody from Wisconsin Heights High School is watching this, we are products, all
Yep.
products of that. So,
Yep.
And I'm going to, just if you want to hang around and listen to our numbers, Hudson will give his update, and then I'll give mine, and then I just wanted to talk about that, one of my new clients.
all right.
Yeah.
So I had 4 warm responses this week, 2 auditions, which actually came in on late Friday afternoon last week and Saturday. I got one on the weekend. That was
Nice.
unusual. Didn't have any recurring jobs. I didn't get any jobs on Upwork this week. I'm always bummed when that happens because I'm usually good for an Upwork job. So I work pretty hard at trying to get jobs. But I did have a $80 job on Fiverr, $8 job.
$80?
Well, it was 3,600 words. So remember, $100 I get 20 or 80. Felt like 20. $8, $10 job, $20 job for $103 altogether. And then I had a new client John talked about, which was a referral from Dad. They have about a 40-minute long video and a script for it. And I did it for $400. So that helped out my week. Also did 9 hours of editing for you this week for a grand total of $683. So
you're about $60 short of
Yep,
your
again.
goal.
Short again.
Somebody asked me locally here about your goal. He's a businessman, business consultant. He said, how's Hudson doing? We talk to them all the time. How's Hudson doing with his goal? And I said, goals are an interesting thing. You know, you want to set them a goal you want to set that's realistic, but you want to have it be a carrot out there. You want to make sure that it's something that's pushing you on, something that's somewhat attainable. I wouldn't want Hudson to say, well, I'm going to make $200,000 this year. He'd be discouraged all the time. But goals are important, but they're also just goals. They're something that you're pushing for, and you can't get discouraged if you don't get it, and you can't get too high if you get it consistently, because sometimes if you're reaching your goal all the time, some people get lazy. And so you want to be pushing that goal out all the time. So you could have said $700 a week and you might be hitting it, you know, or $650. You said $500 last year. So
Yeah.
$750 is on pace to make $40,000. You remember the NAVA, the National Association of Voiceover Actors?
75%.
75% of voiceover actors, talent that were surveyed back in 2022, that was 1,300 of them almost, make $40,000 or less, and you'd be in that 25 percentile then. All right. So last week, you remember, I had a low week and just thought about some things that I was going to do. I did those things again this week. More Voices.com auditions, no jobs. And by the way, I have a very high win rate. I checked my stats. If you have a 25 to 30 win rate, I've heard on Voices.com, that's not too bad. In other words, 25 auditions and get a job. That's not too bad. I know some people win better than that. Mine is 18 to 1, but I've done more than 18 this week and I didn't win any yet. More Upwork proposals, didn't get any jobs. Becky, my wife, sent out cold client contacts, and I got a few responses, but no jobs from beating that bush. And we lowered prices on Fiverr. Most of these that I'm going to report now were returning clients. But hopefully lowering the prices and the recurring clients coming back, that'll maybe beat the bushes a little bit there, and I'll get some more impressions. And so, let me get to the right sheet. Fiverr was over $1,000 more this
Nice.
week. 1,930. Direct email marketing was $3,532.84 for a total of $5,462.84. 1,000 of that, we recorded this on a Friday, 1,000 of that came after lunch today. $5,462.84. I had one client, and I think I mentioned this last week, that I had on the line that I thought he said he's going to use me. He has to get a finalized script. That didn't come in this week. So I have that new client coming, but I got 3 others this week. And that's been like 2 or 3 years ago that I'd gotten 3 new clients in 1 week. But that was nice to get some more new clients. And here's what I was going to talk about. One of those new clients, now you've heard me talk about this. There was a gentleman that called me almost a year ago, and I had sent him a direct email, and he said, hey, I was wondering, we have lots of work, wondering if you would be able to do this work for $100 a pop. We'll send you a lot of work. And I'm always leery of that because it's like, yeah, right, I'll do a project or 2 and then you'll be off. Well, I think they sent me $16,000 worth of work this last year, and they've probably sent me that already this year. So he was a man of his word. Now, it's below the standard rate. But the thing is if I wouldn't have taken that, I wouldn't have that money. And then this person, this new client this afternoon, is a referral from that other client, the, quote, low-paying client, the volume client. And this person had the same as about 1 minute and 10, minute and 20 of audio, and it was a $750 budget. So what's the point? The point is like we did in our Todd's tips. You can do things by project and say, nope, for whatever reason it is, I'm only going to open my microphone for $250 or $300. I decide almost all the time, because I want to make a certain amount an hour, certain amount a day, that I don't do it per project as the bottom line. So here I got a $100 job, and they use me over and over and over and over and over again, up to probably about $30,000 in a year. And I got a referral for $750, which was a good paying gig. So lesson learned for me again. I just do that all the time, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So you can do what you want to do. No hard feelings. There's reasons people do it. It might be because they think that it kills the industry. It might be because of their personal situation. Maybe, I'll be honest with you, maybe in a year or 2 or 3, as I get older, I'll say, I'm not going to open my microphone for anything under $250 because I just don't want to work very much. I'm close to retirement age. So I get that. If people have specific, maybe they work part-time, or maybe they have somebody in their life that supplies them some money, or whatever, or you do it as a hobby.
Yeah.
Whatever your reason is, do you. I'm just telling you that is something that I do. And hopefully that encourages you to hang in there and maybe sometimes take some lower pay. Boy, it went on and on, didn't I there?
Oh, well.
I didn't think so. Maybe they did. Anyway, thanks for watching our numbers. Coming up on Wednesday, we've got our original father-son voiceover podcast, episode 58. So check that out if you're interested. If you're interested in more content like these voiceover videos, you can subscribe to our channel.
Hey, tell us just for a second why we do the original father-son voiceover podcast, and we tell people that these people, a lot of them are voiceover people. Why would they want to join?
It's more of just a laid back. It's in the same setting here, but it's not really about voiceover. It's just kind of our family talking and having fun and doing some stuff.
Yeah. So you can get to know us kind of behind the scenes when we're not talking voiceover.
Show you that we're human. So anyway, we will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.